Hello students, in today's lecture we will discuss next stanzas from the poem Television written by Roald Dahl. Students, in our previous lecture we discussed some beginning stanzas of the poem Television, and in our previous lecture we discussed that in this poem the poet says that the television is an idiotic thing which is useless, and it makes the children dull and stupid. So he suggests that the children, instead of watching television for long hours, they should read the books. So let us start with our next stanzas of the same poem. It rots the sense in the head, it kills imagination dead, it clogs and clutters up the mind, it makes a child so dull and blind, he can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese, his powers of thinking rust and freeze, he cannot think, he only sees. In this stanza, the poet tells us that a television can harm children in many ways. He says that it rots the sense in the head. Rots means spoils. The poet says that the television spoils all sense in the heads of the persons or the children who watch it for long hours. It kills imagination dead. It clogs and clutters up the mind. It makes a child so dull and blind. In other words, he says that by watching TV, the children spoil their mind. They spoil their brain. It kills their imagination power. The child loses the ability to think any new thoughts of his own, and by watching the television, the children, they make their brain dull and blind, and television also clogs and clutters the mind of the children. He can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. By watching TV, child becomes dull. It makes the child so dull that he becomes blind to all sense. He can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. The poet says that when a child watches TV, he can no longer understand the beauty of imagination, a fantasy, a fairyland. He cannot understand what a fairyland one has in one's imagination, or a fairyland that can be visited anytime one likes. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. The television makes the brain of a child soft as a cheese. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. The thinking power of a child becomes rusty and it freezes. The child becomes almost dead mentally. He cannot think. The child, by watching TV, his thinking power comes to an end. He only sees. He becomes the proverbial ass. Means by watching TV, the brain of the children becomes dull, it freezes, and it becomes soft as a cheese. Means in this stanza, the poet is conveying his message to us that television is such a useless thing which can harm the children or the persons who watch it in many ways. Next stanza. All right, you will cry. All right, you will say, but if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain? our darling children? Please explain. We will answer this by asking you, what used the darling ones to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? In these lines, the poet imagines, he thinks what the parents can say in spite of their agreeing about the harmful effects of television on children. The parents agree that television is useless to their children. They are all willing to take the television set away from their children and away from their home. What shall we do to entertain our darling children? But they want to know, but the parents of the children want to know that what they can do to entertain their kids when they would not have the TV sets in their homes. Please explain. We will answer this by asking you, what used the darling ones to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? The parents ask a question that what can they do to entertain their kids? The poet answers this question by asking the parents a question. He asks, what used the children? Darling ones means children. What used the children to do before this monster of television was invented? Means when before the invention of the television, what the parents do to entertain their, what the parents did to entertain their kids. The poet asks this question from the parents of the children. How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? The poet calls the television a monster because he says monster means devil. The poet says that television is a kind of monster because he says that it kills the mental ability of a child. So he compares the television set with the monster or the devil. Next stanza. Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We will say it very loud and slow. They used to read. They read and read and read and read and then proceed to read some more Great Scott Gadzooks. In these lines, the poet reminds the parents of the children that before the invention of the television, children were entertained. The children entertained themselves by reading books. Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We will say it very loud and slow. They used to read means before the invention of the television set, the children entertained themselves or they kept themselves busy in reading books. They would read and read and read. Just as present day children do nothing, they watch TV for all time. But in the past, the children they spent their time in reading the books and read and then proceed to read some more Great Scott Gadzooks. After reading one set of books, they would pick up another set, and in this way they kept reading for long hours. So the reading of a book was most loved entertainment for the children in the past. So students, today we have completed the next 3 stanzas from the poem Television. Tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you very much.